welcome back to the channel, and
happy anniversary
to us.
So our first video went live on YouTube October 12th of 2019.
See,
it's been a year.
Mm-hmm.
And so we thought it would be kind of a cool thing to kind of look back over some of the videos and some of our favorite moments that, you know, from the last year, and talk about what they meant, what we liked, you know, and just kind of talk about like how the year's been, what we hope to accomplish maybe in the next year, and yeah, celebrate our anniversary.
Watch the evolution and weight fluctuations and
commitment
to makeup.
We looked much better in the beginning. Our eyebrows and our nails were done.
Look,
COVID
that was
fucked us.
pre-COVID. Oh my gosh! When I was looking at mine that I picked, my nails, man.
Oh, I know. Every time I look at the ones with my nails and just my heart, like, yeah. So we are going to be looking. We have a screen set up, but you'll see the video somewhere wherever Mike puts it. And so we are going to be looking kind of off to the side because we're watching the video. But yeah, so we're going to watch a couple of clips and talk about them.
Yep. So we each have 5, and we're kind of going to alternate. And we're going to start with my first clip. Ready?
All right, I'm ready.
Oh, good.
Mostly because I'm hungry. Oh, okay. I mean, because we care so much about our channel.
Old intro.
This is a jam that I try to sing every time. Oh, I mean, I had to pick our very first video.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and it's just us.
Very us.
It's so us.
And it's so funny because I feel like going back and looking at like some of the other ones are like, I remember like how often we talked about eating. Because we always filmed so late, and so we usually we skip dinner, and then we were always hungry, and it was like, oh, what can we do for dinner? Like that happened a lot.
It was so much easier back then because the kids went to bed like 2 hours earlier. Yeah. We could start filming at like 7:30 if we were really committed,
and we still wouldn't be done till 2 a.m.
No,
I could go to work later, so that wasn't like an issue.
But first ever clip that you can see anytime you want to on our channel. All right.
This is my first one?
Yep.
I don't remember what it was.
I have no idea what it is. So.
Does your thumb up? We're ready yet? You got it, right? Yes. I would just look at the shoes.
I would just look at the shoes.
And then be like, let's
That was so funny. It's not just, he knew what you meant too. That's why I was laughing.
Yeah, I'm not just a Fortnite gets a kid doesn't know anything.
I'm not just a dumb kid.
He said I would just look at the eyes closed, Drew.
Oh man. So for those of you that don't know, that's Drew, my nephew. That's my Drew baby. Drew's been in my life since he was like 3 or 4 years old. And he's very, very, very dear to my heart. And he is such a funny kid for his age. Like so much of that video, that was from our holiday craft video for New Year's.
Yeah.
But like he's just so freaking funny. Like the stuff that he says, it just cracks me up. Like he was so impatient with us. Like so many times he was like, "Are we done? Are we ready to film?"
Reach for things, and I'm like, "It's not time yet." By the way, I'm allergic to latex, and we were using balloons in that video.
Which is why
I have gloves on.
But we were talking about Heads Up 7-Up.
Which we are, 16 to 18 years older than him?
Yeah.
And so I don't know if the kids still play that or not.
But he knew exactly what she was talking about. He's talking about, and what he says, in case you can't really hear it, is he says, "I would just look at their shoes," which is how he would cheat to know who got his thumb. And the funny thing about that is, I used to do do the same thing.
I mean, I tried
he
real
just,
hard.
he's just a very whimsical, like, he's just very, very funny. And so every time he's around, we always are just laughing constantly. So that's why I included that, because it was a fun video for us, but it got to include someone that was very special to us. And so that's why I included it, because I thought it was super funny that he was like, I would just look at that. And then he got annoyed with us because we said he knew. He was like, I'm not just a dumb kid. He's so funny.
Well, it was a good time.
That is good. All right, this is your second?
I think so. I don't know what order they're in.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
This isn't very Jello-like.
not yet.
Look,
It's super.
don't be breaking stuff.
It's super good
Don't
though.
break my set.
You're sad. We did this. Well, Melinda did this. I had dinner.
We were thinking about letting our cameraman try some.
Oh.
There you go.
Melinda calls him just Mike.
So,
Sorry.
so just
Just
Well, however,
sound effects.
That's
it's very sweet.
yeah.
Jello.
How about
But,
What about that finish?
smooth finish, velvety mouthfeel.
it is smooth though, no joke.
Like
Yeah.
you don't
For
get
a
it until
$20 bottle of vodka from a wholesale store, it's really good.
It is really good.
Oh.
Because you can kind of like, there's like little taste of it, but not like, it's not overwhelming.
I look
I think
forward-
a cup would have been too much.
A
Just
cup
my
would have definitely been too
per,
much.
bag.
I
Whatever.
definitely look
Like-
forward to having more on Saturday.
I think we just don't tell anybody that's what they are, and we'll just eat them ourselves.
That was so funny.
And then she went and gave them to everybody. Actually, Rick did.
They were a huge hit,
Oh
though.
my
People
gosh.
love those things. I think it's so funny when so Melinda and I, Melinda and I have been friends for over 20 years. We've known each other for a very long time. And I forget sometimes how obvious that is, because like there's moments like that where we do shit that's not planned.
It's not planned.
Where we say things at the same time or like look at the camera. So that's really funny. I forgot about that.
That's our Halloween Halloween
Yeah,
party
for our
prep,
Halloween party.
where we bought a freaking giant bottle of vodka that's still not empty.
Yeah, we're still not done. And we made
It's-
punch with it too.
We did. We made
Yeah.
big Jello. Like we've made other beverages with it. Costco, y'all. Kirkland brand.
We were so nervous in the
We were
beginning
so
about
nervous.
labels, and now we just say like
I
Melinda.
mean-
So it's like in the beginning, that's why we're all weird, acting weird as shit about labels.
mean, nothing is sponsored at this point in our careers, so it's
Yeah,
okay.
but I remember
It
like
could be.
we were so worried about like labels and stuff, and now it's like so that is like that's a change for us.
That's
That's
a
not-
huge change, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, that was. Oh man, Mike's reaction though. They were so good. He ended up eating 2 of those gravestones.
Yeah, I had a gravestone, and let me just say, I had to go upstairs and sit down for a little
Oh
while.
my gosh.
I was on my, but I had been drinking up to that point. But it was just like,
I don't know that anybody was okay at the end of that night. We're glad that the fire got put out most of the way.
Yeah.
In the barn.
we were responsible, but we did have a really good time.
It was fun.
It was fun.
All right, this is your next one.
I don't remember what it
I
is.
have no idea.
Oh shit! Upstairs.
Oh,
Was it?
Yes.
Oh, God. Just stare at it. Just stare at it. Just stare at it.
I'm like, just
stare at
it.
that damn deer.
So when you go away from him, do not turn your back to him. Just keep facing him and go backwards.
I don't think it
Yep.
worked. Did it?
I'm pretty sure you have to go out that door.
You
That's
died
this
like
way.
a million times.
And it comes at you.
I have to face the door to do that. I have to face away from
Yeah,
him to do that.
so it's like it's a strategy thing. You have to like get to it quickly, open it, and go.
Anxiety right now.
But he follows you anyway. But
He followed you. I am not a good support system. I changed what I was saying so many times because it had been a year
Oh,
since I
man.
watched John play that game. And so, like, I was like, oh no, I think it's out. Remember, we were like, outside, it's outside, it's outside. And we ended up watching it. We looked it up. And it was
Did
not
look it up.
outside. I didn't know what I was talking about. Like, there's so many things that I thought I'd
He was
remember.
in, like the laundry room or something like that. Like
So
the
she-
door that I
so
didn't
she's
even
like-
see.
So she's like, okay, I'm going to try to like, but she's like trying to listen to me, but do it too. And then she's like, I'm like, no, it's like a strategy. You have to like, and then she said something. And then I go, well, he's going to follow you anyway. So like, I had just
Like-
given up.
I mean, oh my gosh.
I like that one because I think it just goes to show like you have a really big commitment to like our friendship as well as like and all jokes aside, like I feel like that's true because this is not something that she would have just done for anybody. Like I feel like this was one of those things that like because it's so out of her, she really is not into the horror stuff, you know.
No.
You're not like you're just not into that stuff, and that's fine, of course. But it's just funny. It just goes to show that like I can talk Linda into anything. Like
It took some convincing,
it
by the
did,
way.
but only because I thought it would be funny, and it's not even as bad as some of the other horror games. I was trying to pick one that was festive, and it was. It's very.
It was for
festive.
Christmas.
It's a Christmas game,
Krampus.
horror game. Yeah, that's why I picked that one.
Who also made me scream, I think, at the end.
Oh my god, because all of the bad guys came out that one
Oh
time.
my gosh.
That's when we gave up. We were like,
Oh.
done.
You know, if you want to watch the whole thing, I'm just, all of these videos.
We'll
I'm
be
gonna Eye in the Sky. Click it.
Oh, that's right. I forget about that thing.
Yeah. All right. What's next?
This is yours, right?
Krampus.
That it just has to be a balance. It's a balance of being upset, but also understanding that just because you're upset doesn't mean that they can't celebrate the things that they have. Because it would have been, it's no different than, I don't know, I'm sure I'd have something. But like if Oliver does something before Aria, or Aria takes longer, Oliver takes longer, it's not fair for me to just say, well, you know, well, forget your kid because mine's not doing it yet.
Yeah.
You celebrate together and you talk about the negatives together and you grow together. And it creates that support that we're trying to do.
It creates, even when it's just like the 2, the 3, it creates that
Mini village.
mini village. It's the little neighborhood inside of the village, right? Like
The little cabin. I don't know. Like in 4-H camp when you got like 30 kids in a 4-bedroom.
that's right. That's right.
Oh.
So why'd you pick that one?
I picked that one. That's from the end of our Humanizing Mom recap video.
Which
and the
is
reason,
very long, but
It's an hour long.
it's a good video.
It's really good. If you didn't get a chance to watch the 12 videos, 16 videos leading up to that conclusion, then we did a really good recap, I believe.
Yeah.
But I picked that particular moment because what we were talking about was breastfeeding, because we talked about our friend Erica and her traumatizing experience. She was molested as a child, and she wasn't able to breastfeed because lots of reasons, but one of the main reasons was the trauma of her baby breastfeeding. It made her feel like she was being molested all over again, which is awful. But then we talked about Angel not being able to breastfeed for 3.5 or 4 months, and at the time I was still breastfeeding very regularly. And so the point of that conversation was that we have to support each other. It doesn't matter like the good, the bad, the everything in between. We have to support each other. And then 4-H camp at the end, like,
well, yeah, because
It's-
my point was saying
Yeah.
like I feel like people think that because if you were not successful and you have people that you care about that are, you should put your feelings
Yeah.
aside. And I don't agree with that. I think it's okay, and I've said this, plenty of times before. It's perfectly okay for me to be disappointed and
Yes.
upset. But I also need to understand, and I also need to, be a support system for my friends that are successful, because it's kind of a weird balance between being upset but being happy for them, because you are allowed to mourn that. You're allowed
Absolutely.
to. And just as I need to be able to be excited for her, she has to be cognizant of the fact that it hurts me.
And that is what I was talking about right before that moment too, was
Yeah.
that like for a while I asked, I think until she finally told me to shut up one day, because I didn't I went through that with her, and it was heartbreaking for me while she was going through that of not being able to continue. And so I definitely didn't want to continue to so it's that balance, and that's why we're here. Is to build that
Mini village.
mini village
And big village.
and big village.
It's still a mini
that's-
village right now
It's
after a
still
year.
a mini village right now, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We're getting there. It
That's a
probably
good one.
it might be like a 4-H cabin still. Maybe we got 2 cabins.
What was that fun at 4-H camp?
I never got to go to 4-H camp, but I understood because I was a Girl Scout. All right. What's next?
I have no idea.
It's just really important for peers, professionals, providers, for whatever the reason, it doesn't really matter. If mom has tried her best, has sought support, and feels like stopping is what's going to preserve my sanity or my baby's, relationship with me, because I can't do mothering well if I'm, kind of in the cycle of this. I mean, it can be pretty traumatic with this feeding stuff, right? So if that has really begun to kind of consume, then it's okay, right? And finding a good supporter, lactation specialist, consultant, peer support, even a pediatrician that will help you feed your baby how you want to feed your baby. And if breastfeeding isn't working for you, having someone shame you into just keep trying, like quality of life needs to be kind of like preserved at some point.
Yeah, so I picked that one for probably pretty obvious reasons. I think that is one of the best things I have ever heard from a breastfeeding professional.
Yes.
And the short version is that her, like, and I did try to find, we were going and picking our little clips or whatever. I was trying to find the one where she explicitly said what I'm about to say, but then I remembered we talked to her for like 2 hours.
We talked for a long time.
So I think what happened was, I don't think the part I was thinking of made the video, which is okay because she said the same thing, but she basically said that what she tells people is that her job is to help and support mom feed her kid whatever way is best for them. And then that's when she goes into talking about like the other things. But I think that's so important because I feel like you either get not enough support or too much support for it or too much support against it. It's like there's never this like normal middle ground or whatever for breastfeeding. It's like people want you to give up, or they want you to just continue until you beat yourself into the ground, or they don't care. Like those are like the three things. And I thought it was such a beautiful way to say it, that it's her goal is to help a mom feed her baby whatever way is best for them. And breastfeeding is not always what's going to work. And I'm just, so that was like one of my favorite things that she said. I mean, I loved our entire conversation. It was phenomenal. Yes. And tons of really good information. But yeah, that was one of my favorite things that she said. I loved it. And it hit me in such a personal way that I knew that was the first video clip that I knew I wanted in this video because it just meant that much to me.
Yeah, no, it was definitely really good. Definitely. And it's usually when you think of like breastfeeding consultants or lactation specialists and things like that, you think of like the La Leche League. That's like, breast, feeding it into you. But at some point, sure, it's what our bodies are made to do, but it doesn't always work out. And if your mental health is suffering because you are not able to continue to do these things, then mom's health is really important. You have to have a healthy mom to be able to raise a healthy baby, right? Like, mom's got to be there for baby. And if that means that you switch to pumping or you switch to a bottle or formula, whatever, then that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that because you're still doing everything for your baby. And love Heather.
Yeah.
Love Heather. We'll link them below again too. All right, what's next?
This one's yours.
It's going great. All right, 2020.
Little did we know.
Little did we know.
Still only in May, huh? What? I was hoping when I came back we were going to be further along. Oh, that goes here.
Your fucking hair.
Both of those days? What? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna drop tacos.
I'm gonna draw a
It's on Tu-
taco.
It is on Tuesday. Hey, girl. That's my taco. Look, we're gonna drink margaritas. You looking at my taco? I'm gonna do a lime wedge. There we go. Mine's on Cinco de Mayo though. I wrote mine on the 8th. Well, fuck.
Oh man, that whole video is hilarious.
It is funny. It's so funny because like we're like 2020, and then like look what fucking happened. That is our fault. 2020 is our fault.
That's why I picked that clip in particular.
Your hair looks so crazy now.
Now
You look like one of the fucking the Sanderson sisters. When they first get up, they look real crazy before they get young again.
yeah. So the premise of that video was we're going to try something new, and we're actually going to plan our lives out. Well, spoiler alert, those weren't our actual agendas.
Yeah, it was like a parody
It
video.
was a parody video. Then we actually, we definitely burned those agendas at the end.
It was fun.
It
That was
good
a fun
time.
video.
That's what's in the middle of our logo when you watch our videos now. That's what that
Oh, the
fire is
fire.
from. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh man, but that clip was just like 2020.
I like the one from the blooper reel from that video where I'm sitting at the table and for no reason at all I look at my phone and I go, fuck. Because like, if you know me in real life, that is 150% me.
Mm-hmm.
No reason at all. I don't know what you were doing. You
I
might have been
know.
settling Aria because I think that was a restless night for her. And but I remember like I was watching the video and I don't remember why I said that. I saw something on my phone and I was just like, fuck.
No idea. All right.
Super funny.
What's next?
We also included a handwritten letter to the women that these are going to, just to let them know that we believe in them and we are celebrating them, and hopefully you guys are able to watch this, and we are celebrating you and everything that you've been through, and we're so happy that we can invite these women to be part of our village.
Oh man,
That's a good one.
Crying for two reasons on that one. Do you see how little our babies are? They were so cute, and they put the boxes. All right, they dropped a few of them. And they put them in the big box.
It was so cute.
Like it was so cute.
It was so cute. Yeah, that video. I picked that. Sorry.
You did pick that one.
I picked that one. I wouldn't get called back for a second interview. I picked that one because yeah. First of all, I love when we do things together with the kids. It's like a big family, and it hardly ever works out the way I want it. We tried to go for a walk this past weekend or last weekend, and
It still worked out.
Oliver like abandoned Aria. He did not give a dang that she was like. He would literally stop in the middle of the trail, and he would go, Aria, and I would go, she's right there. Do you want to wait for her? And then he would take off. So it doesn't always work, but that was such a cute moment, and that video is special. If you haven't watched it, you should. We did a Valentine's Day thing for a women's shelter in our hometown, and we handmade these little heart pillows with inspirational quotes. We made little boxes with candy and wrote them a letter, and and this whole thing, and it was such a meaningful thing because. I have some abuse things in my past, and I think that it just felt, I don't know what the right word is. It felt really good to be able to do something like that on a day that may be really painful for women who are now alone with these kids in these really bad situations. So, it was a really meaningful video. And then, having the kids help was just like the icing on the cake. That was so cute.
Also, did you like her diaper box reusage there? Upcycling.
Upcycling.
All right. What's next?
This one's yours. Let's see.
I don't remember. Oh.
I wish the booty dancing had been a little slower in this one.
And the Mary Poppins yell.
I mean, that one you still have to see. You can't even tell that you were dancing the rest of
Look at you plugging your ears.
What were you doing? Oh, bubble wrap. You were putting bubble wrap in the glass jar. Oh. That's a weird place to end.
It was a weird place to, and there were so many places in that video that I wanted to just like, can you
all
do
of
these
them.
2 seconds and these 2 seconds and these 2 seconds, and I got one of these. And I was like, just do this clip. There was some booty dancing. There was some.
But it's so
I-
fast that you actually can't really tell. It just looks like Melinda stumbled or
You
something.
guys, that 8-minute video that you watched, like, because you watched our studio reveal, that 8-minute video actually took us like 2.5 hours.
And a couple days. We didn't finish it all in one day.
No, that particular part, like setting this part up.
Oh.
The cleaning and everything, we didn't film that part, but the rest of it, setting this part up,
Right.
yeah. Like, that took us a little while.
Mm-hmm.
And there was booty dancing and some shenanigans, and Mike was twirling the umbrella, and he put his foot up, but
Yeah, the foot up you can't
you
see
can't
as well.
see the
'cause it's
camera
so
cut it
quick.
off. Yeah. Mary Poppins, y'all.
It's
Oh
cute.
man, it's just funny, and it's just like very much us. That's why we don't get anything done.
It's a train wreck most of the time.
It's okay.
It's amazing we've kept our schedule as long as we
Look.
have.
All right, next one. Maybe there.
I'm gonna let it burn for a little bit.
Oh
I've
my
been out here for a few minutes.
Yeah, but it took me this whole time to get the fire started.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. And
Okay. Ready?
just toss it right next
We
to
had neighbors
right next
out
to her where
across
the
from us
larger
out at their
flame
fire
is.
pit while we're out here trying to do this.
Okay.
Cool.
I
Ready?
love his instructions. I just, okay, here I go.
Hold please. That's not gonna work. Hold on.
Oh man. Yeah, it didn't work. I think I only picked it up out of the fire one time though.
Yeah, and I think like and again like this is very us. Like first of all, nothing ever goes the way Melinda wants it to the first time. Like I feel like that's so typical for her. But I thought this was I thought that part was so funny because it just is so normal. Like of course, like if we hadn't have been filming, that still would have happened. Like that's just kind of like how her luck is sometimes. But that one was really fun. And it's so funny because I was trying not to laugh. And then I got tickled because you can see like when I turned that I'm actually like chuckling. Because it was so ridiculous. She threw it straight at it. Just went, nope.
And it just said no. In fact, it actually said no, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
That part was really funny.
Oh yeah, and I guess the neighbors were over on the other
They
side
were
of
out
the
with their
fence.
fire pit too. They probably thought we were nuts because we're out there talking and trying to set up stuff and figure out what lighting would work and or lack thereof or whatever.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah. All right. Well,
That's it.
that's it. That's our 10 clips.
That was 10 clips.
That's 10 clips.
Dang, that was crazy. That went by fast.
That did go by fast, but
So
was
was the
this
last
year.
year. Yeah.
like, it's crazy, and it's been fun. It's been challenging.
Yeah.
It's definitely been challenging.
There have been some
On-
bumps.
Yep, different things are challenging.
Mhm.
Marketing, you guys. Marketing is challenging when you don't have money to pay somebody to do it for you. Like, but you know what? We're still here. We are chugging along. We have
Yeah.
no intentions of going anywhere. What are you looking forward to this year? In the next year? Anything in particular?
I really want to do another Humanizing Mom segment. We had one planned for earlier in the year, but it didn't work out because Corona just made things really hard. And to be honest, like I was never worried about content. I mean, in terms of being a mom, like there's always going to be things that are changing, things we want to do. So I was never worried about that. But we had a couple times where we were like, what are we supposed to do?
Well, because we had, like, over the summer.
all of our plans were supposed to be things that we ended up not being able to really do.
March and April and maybe May, we're going to be filming
Mhm.
Humanizing Mom, and it was going to come out in, like, June. So that was a lot of our content that we didn't have it anymore.
Yeah, we had to
because-
replan and redo. And I mean, I think it turned out fine. Like I don't have a single thing that we've done that I'm not like proud of.
Yeah.
But yeah, it definitely threw a wrench in. I think I really look forward to doing some more of the serious stuff. I mean, that's kind of like our staple for why we created the channel in general. And hopefully like getting monetized would be good.
That'd be nice. We need a lot more subscribers, so.
A lot more.
This day that we are filming, we have 75.
Yeah.
Which is on TubeBuddy. That's a milestone. So we'll take it. TubeBuddy is an app
Oh yeah.
that you can use.
It also tells you for the socials too, doesn't it? Where it's like,
Yes.
you've reached a milestone.
Mhm.
Yeah.
really
It's
neat.
interesting because I think that I don't know. I think that the longer we do this, I think the more comfortable we get with it, the things seem to come a little easier to us. Our flaws are still our flaws. It still takes us forever to do anything, but the effort, the care that goes into it is all the same, and I think that's important because I feel like I'm not necessarily in the first year, but I know plenty of YouTube channels that after they start, then they just go, and I don't feel like that's ever going to be the case for us. So, we could still be at 75 subscribers in 5 years, and I feel like we'll still be making videos. Like,
we'll still have content. And
Yeah.
you know what? If there's things that you guys want to see, let us know.
Oh,
Comment
yeah.
down below. Message us on social media. Let us know because, do you like our unboxings that we do? Do you like our product? Which our products that we reviewed have done the best so far. So
but that's because
of what
people
it
are
is.
searching for the names.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a little different.
What do you guys want to see from us in the next year? Let us know.
We love makeup.
We do
and
love makeup
crafting.
and crafting.
And
Do you want to see us do makeup?
we would love if the answer was yes.
Yes, that's totally a mom thing.
It is. Well, the whole point, we kind of went back and forth because there were some things that were said, not by us, by someone else, about how if we did too many things, it would be confusing. And it's like, but moms do a lot. Like, that's kind of the point. Like, it's not just about the kids. It's not just about the marriage. It's not just about... Moms have a million pieces, and that's what we're going to do, And sometimes it's not always practical to tie in hobbies with being a mom. It's not always going to be practical to talk about crafting and something that has to do with kids. It just isn't always the case. And it's like, like I said, we love makeup. We love crafts. I really enjoy reviewing products, but that I don't, that's got to be kind of limited. We're not trying to do like a ton of stuff, but it just, I enjoyed everything that we've done except bobbing for fucking apples.
Bobbing for apples. Don't recommend. We're going to dive for donuts next year.
Next year we're going to do a seance.
No, that's no.
I'm joking.
No.
I do not play with that
We
stuff.
do not do Ouija boards. No.
Oh, God. We do have a cool craft video for Halloween planned.
We do.
We haven't done it yet, but
No.
it's going to be kick-ass.
But there's no Ouija boards.
Well, there's pieces
It's
of it.
vinyl. It's different.
Back in the day, they used to make it out of paper.
Look, okay.
Paper and
So, anyways, we hope that you enjoyed this recap, that you've enjoyed this last year with us. We've definitely enjoyed it a lot.
Oh, it's been a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. And
We've changed, I don't know, I feel like when I first started, I was so, I couldn't get comfortable in front of the camera. And now I'm just
had a giant mirror in front of us, too.
Yeah, we do like to look at ourselves. It's kind of a problem. It's the makeup. Anyway, so I feel like,
There's no makeup today.
I was doing a video for something else, and I was telling my friend George that I think that, shout out to CG, and and I told him, I said, I feel like being in front of the camera for Momestly Me has definitely gotten me used to being in front of it, which is, I feel like that's one of the changes I've seen for sure. It's just being comfortable with, which is good. Because I'm definitely my funniest when I'm me.
I don't know. I don't know that I've changed that much in front of the camera.
I thought she didn't know if I was
No,
funny.
no.
I was about to punch her in the arm.
You have definitely changed a lot in front of the camera.
Because I've gotten comfortable. How I am now is how I am to everyone else.
All the time.
But the beginning, I'm like...
My favorite was looking at the camera,
I
mirror
know,
of the camera.
it's so bad.
We at one point in time, and it's near the end of when we filmed in the basement all the time, but you're just going to have to go back and watch all those videos that you've already seen.
That's your homework.
I drew a
A
big
smiley face.
smiley face, and I'm like, look at that, which was centered behind the camera. And so as long as we looked at that smiley face, it was better. It was better. It worked.
Kind of.
And
It
so-
might have worked for her. I was still like, yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I'm not kidding. That's a sad part. Anyway.
Oh,
But yeah.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for supporting us.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably have some new things coming out.
Order
In
some
next
shirts.
Yes, visit our website. We create shirts for charities. October is Pregnancy and Infant Loss Awareness Month, and we've got some good donations so far. But visit our site. Go check out those shirts. First of all, we hand make them,
Which you can see in another one of our videos.
which we'll link right here. Also, it's all for a good cause.
Yeah, and we don't make any money off of it.
No.
Every dollar that is donated goes directly to. We're not even using the money to buy
Yeah.
the product that we need, like the shirts and the vinyl. We that comes out of our pocket, and every dollar goes straight to Forever Footprints.
Yep. We
Who, by the way, just had a really big baby wall. Did you see that? What's it called? Dedication, like a dedication wall for babies that have been lost. They're a really good organization. They are. Yep.
But yeah, so stick with us. Pimp us out. Can I say that?
Sure.
Yeah. But that means you have to subscribe to our channel.
Yep.
Hit that bell icon. And like this video because it was awesome and funny. And did you watch that camera? Like, there is changes in camera resolution too, by the way.
Yes, the first one is definitely not as clear as this one is.
No.
I did notice that when we first pulled it up and it was paused. I was like, ooh, this looks very different.
Anyways, just a different camera. But follow us on social media at MomestlyMe on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And that's it for today. And we'll see you next time. Bye, moms.